Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome back, y'all. And we are back with another week of our community lives, man. And like I said, my name is Jormel Reese. This week we'll be talking about self visualization, right? And self. We've been doing this for like the last 3 weeks, and so now I'm getting ready to bring in all our people in our community as we do on Sundays. That's what we do. What's going on, people? How y'all feeling?
How's it going?
Hey, hey.
Hey, it's always good to see y'all. This is like my favorite Sundays, you know what I mean? Like we get together, we get to talking and start rapping, you know what I mean? This is like the best time ever. So first of all, I just want to go and say how y'all week been?
Woo, great.
Uh-oh.
Very
Beautiful, productive.
Man, it's been a journey this week. I've had a lot going on, I tell you, but a lot of good things though. I've been busy doing the right things.
Always, man, always. And so this week, man, I'm gonna say this. Hold up. So let me say my week. I'm gonna tell you about my week. My week was pretty cool. I
Mm,
cannot complain. Been very thankful for everything that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Just in really like sitting back and trying to learn how to enjoy the journey. It's like taking those things off and just letting it just fly and learning how to be able to fly. So that's been my week. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this week
mm.
we're going to get into what's up. What's up? What you talking about?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, did you say something?
No.
All right, cool.
I'm multitasking. My bad, y'all. Hey,
All right, cool. So look, check this
everybody.
out. Hey, so we was finna get ready to get
Hey,
off into
girl.
that. Everybody, I want y'all to introduce yourself as as introduce yourself. So go ahead, my Jasmine, since you already got it going.
Well, hey, y'all. Hey. I'm Mike Jasna, of course. So, y'all see me? I got it clear. I
Yeah.
am a personal coach and board certified sexologist. So I do a little bit of everything, your e-commerce. If you have a store, if you need podcasting, I help out with that. And of course, if y'all having issues in y'all sexual relationships or want to know how to reach our sexual peaks on an individual level, those are the things that I do.
All right, cool. Moving on, moving on. Next, Shireen.
Hello, my name is Shireen. I am a yoga instructor and a wellness coach, and I help individuals that have emotional and mental issues. Also, I am a mentor for fifth and sixth grade girls at an elementary school and a senior tax consultant, and I do specialize in business taxes.
All right, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So, hey, look, if y'all got a business and all that good stuff, man, make sure you go to Shireen and tell her that tell her your boy sent her. You know what I'm saying? She take care of you, man. Business taxes, business funding, business everything business. She'll take care of you. You know what I mean? Lynn, you just jumped in, so now you in the fire. What's going on? Say your name.
This is Auntie Lynn, Jamel's aunt,
Hey.
retired,
Hey,
42
Auntie.
years, IT specialist. Love my nephew, love my nephew. Love me some Sonny and love, I forgot my gentleman name over here.
That's Raheem. That's the
Raheem, brother Raheem. How y'all doing? I love all of you guys. I'm just so happy to be amongst you guys. I've been fussing on the other line talking about what told everybody I got to get off the line. My nephew, I supposed to been on there 15 minutes ago. I be bragging about y'all on another line.
hey,
Oh,
you
them
bet
About
goats.
hey,
how they should be
invite
coming
them
with you
in, tell
guys.
them to come in on the lives. We are
I've
live
been
on
trying.
YouTube.
I told your cousin. I was
Hey,
talking to Ariel. I told her. She told my mama, you didn't give me the information. I done sent her. You know how your cousins are. I done sent them 2,000 times. So
hey,
I
no doubt.
appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys, and I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for
No
having
doubt.
me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let's get it, Sonny. Sonny, let's get it.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Sunny of S Mills Media, making connections, delivering results, because that's what I do. I am a PR specialist, media specialist, consultant that specializes in red carpet interviews, anything that's pertaining to media bookings. If you wanted to book anyone on your podcast, if you want to book me to come out and do interviews or anything like that. Like I said, anything that's pertaining to media, that's me. So make sure you hit me up if you need any of those services. And I'm also a master astrologist and tarot reader as well. I've read for many few people. So if you want to get a reading from me, just hit me up.
We'll definitely be doing that, son. You keep missing me.
Yes. Let's get you in.
All right, Brother Raheem, let's get it, baby.
Yes, of course, I'm Raheem. Auntie Lynn, how are you doing,
You
darling?
are
That's
one
so
of
good
my
to hear from
favorites
you.
right here. You're so sweet. Thank you.
Yes, my Jasmine, it's so good to see all of you guys and hear from you today. Well, what do? I am an entertainer, an orator, and an independent travel agent. So for all of your travel needs, I can help take care of that for you. And an inspiring entrepreneur in so many levels and so many realms. And we can dive into those things as soon as I know exactly what they are. But but that's me in a nutshell.
Most definitely. And so,
Amen.
with that being said, man, we are building community within community. We have all been talking about building together, and so that's what it's so crazy that these circles are together. So, if you are watching us live too, you can leave comments. So we definitely want to be able to get you guys in on the lives and whatever it is that you have an input in. Please make sure you chime in. All right. So, with that being said, all right, y'all, we gonna go ahead and get off into it. This is what we gonna be on today. All right.
To stop talking to yourself the way you do. Because if you continue to talk to yourself the way you do, you will always be where you've always been. It is what you say within yourself that heals you. You see those voices that say what you can't do, what you can't have, what you can't be, what's not going to last, what's not going to work, is how the enemy pulverizes the promises of God in your life. And it takes word to combat word. That's why when Jesus was in the wilderness and Satan was throwing word at him, he was throwing word back. And what we have to do is put word on word. I'm blessed. I'm blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed in my uprising. I'm blessed in my downsetting. I'll be blessed into my old age. I'll be blessed when I'm an old man. My grandchildren will be blessed. My body is blessed. But you have to stop.
Yo. All right. So with that being said, that was just a short pre video of what we're gonna be talking about today. I want to talk about, like, we've been talking about self-reflection for the last 2 to 3 about the last 3 weeks. And it's just looking at ourselves because we can't start anywhere until we start learning how to be able to examine ourselves, right? It was something happened today, a word came to me and it was like, you can't don't be so quick to be reactive when somebody's disrespecting you and not notice when somebody's respecting you. And then it's respecting yourself, right? Because then when you're able to identify when you're being disrespected, then you have to also identify when you're being respected. So it both coincides, you know what I'm saying? Like, and learning how to be able to take the good with the bad and being able to learn how to be able to self-examine, you know what I'm saying? So that step back, that pause, that second moment, that's what we ultimately have to be able to learn. And it's just my opinion, just my thought, to be able to learn, to be able to really get to a level of being able to say, you know what? It's not this person bothering me. It's not this person bothering me. It's me internalizing something that I have all authority and all right to deny inside of my body. I do not have to take on others' feelings about the world, but I also do have to recognize when things are going a different way. So I have to be able to take accountability for it, but I also don't have to claim it. And learning how to be able to deal in both of those dualities, right? So I'm getting ready to play a video, and this is our main video for the day, and then we'll talk about this video, okay?
Bothers me is individuals' ability to check and hold people accountable. Like, I'm like, yo, it's crazy. If you weren't wired to check people, or when somebody can't, like didn't meet your expectations, I would be like, yo, don't hold yourself accountable. But like, I literally look at humans when somebody doesn't pay them back on time, or somebody picks them up later, somebody doesn't keep their promise. Like, you feel this, why didn't you, how dare you? And I'm like, well, how do you pass you in the mirror? Like, yo, I'm not mad that you held him accountable, but how can you hold another human that responsible, but you don't hold yourself responsible. Like, how is that possible? Like, somebody doesn't do what you think they should do, and you go off, but then you give you a pass. Like, you don't go off on you. I'm like, yo, you go off on my man, that's cool. But when are you gonna go in the mirror and check yourself? Like, why are you giving yourself a pass? Why are you giving yourself an out? That same energy you have to let others know about themselves, you cuss my man out. I mean, he didn't, whatever it was he was supposed to do, he didn't do. You almost ran into your car, like, you cussed my man out, like, you went off. But then you didn't finish school, or you didn't write the book, or you didn't do the album, or you didn't go back to school, or you told yourself you was gonna lose weight, and you just let yourself off the hook, like, well, you didn't do it for you. I'm saying, no, do me a favor. With that same energy you use to hold somebody else accountable, hold yourself accountable. Because here's the deal. You hold me accountable and I change. How do you benefit from that? Like, how do you benefit from getting on me and making me make adjustments and corrections? You don't benefit from that. You don't get the money that I make when my business blows up or when I get my degree. And I've seen people get on me. Eric, you need to finish school. I'm like, bet. But you got some stuff that you need to overcome. I literally listened to you. You got on me and you checked me about not finishing what I started. Okay, well, I finished what I started. But you still haven't checked you about some of the character defects you have. So that's why I get a little taken back, because I'm saying use that same energy you use on others. I'm not saying don't hold people accountable, but I'm saying use that same energy on yourself. And you'd be shocked how much further you'd be in life if you just punish yourself, if you put you on punishment.
All right, yo. So with that being said, man, what did y'all get out of that?
I like that part. Put you on punishment.
Yes.
Because you have to, you like you said, you can't tell nobody else what to do, but then you still doing total opposite. You have to take accountability for yourself before you even try to give, I would say, advice to somebody else. Like, how you point a finger, but you're not doing the work either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could chime in before I might lose signal, but that first video with Bishop Jakes, now you hit something with that one. One of the things that I always remind myself of is the scripture that says, "Greater is He that's in me than he that's in the world." A lot of times we think that scripture is talking about greater is the living God in us than the adversaries in the world. But I've come to understand that sometimes the greater person in you is not the God. It's literally the pessimist. And sometimes you can be encouraged by people, by circumstances. Folks can tell you how until you start to say it to yourself. That would be the first thing. And if you can't see the greatness in you, that's probably why you can't hold yourself with people. You can acknowledge a treasure in them that you don't see in yourself. And I think if we were to be able to see that, that we are also, as we see other people, maybe we can. That's one. But also the psychology of it is, you, preservation is our number one defense. Like, players get
Say
caught
that
in the
again.
trap.
Say that again. Raheem, hold up.
One is my
Say that again. He broke up. He broke up. He broke up. All right, cool. So anybody else? I'm gonna let him come back in. Anybody else had to chime in on that one? Y'all good? Hello?
Somehow
Everybody still here?
I'm here.
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
I
All
got
right,
dropped
cool.
too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some response out of here. Y'all got like what's good?
Yeah, I got
Anybody?
dropped. I don't know how I got dropped.
You all good. So anybody else wanted to be able to chime in on that one?
Just always know that you are love and you are light, and always choose light over darkness. Never let anyone dim your light for anything.
Yeah. I think, you know
You
what I'm
know?
saying? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think that what too kind of like what Raheem was saying, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, and even with Eric, what he was saying is like, yo, you gotta learn how to be able to really straight up take accountability. It's okay to be able to see what others are doing, but it's not okay to be able to tell people, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this, and you're not doing any type of self improvement. It's kind of like I remember when I used to go to school and our gym teacher was overweight. And I used to be like, dog, how you gonna be the gym teacher telling us to do this and you're not in shape? You can't do this with us. And I
Speak
don't
it.
care about what you used to do. And I mean, I get it. Things get life goes on, but if you're going to be given direction, you need to be heading in that same direction.
There you go.
You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
true.
And so I think a lot of the times we get so caught up in trying to tell people what they should or what they shouldn't be doing, when in reality, are we really doing what we supposed to be doing?
Yeah, that's
Mm.
the thing. And if you're not moving forward with yourself, how do you expect things around you to move forward in a
Right,
positive light?
right. You're actually speaking a broken message.
Hmm.
And so, you know what I'm saying? We have to be able to be conscious of the fact of what we're actually giving out to the universe as well. So that comes along with that self-reflection.
This is the
Um,
reason why I boast on you guys so much, for this very reason right here. Everybody's always got an opinion and everybody can speak on everything, but they're not doing anything. They're standing in a, they're worse in the mud and in quicksand because that's all they're doing is going down. You guys are productive. You're reaching out, you're doing things, you're stretching out on this, you're trusting this, you're doing that. You can't keep talking about something and you're not doing it. You've been promising yourself this for 15, 20 years, and life's just passing you by and you're still doing nothing with it. You guys are making a difference. You're not only speaking it into existence, you're showing. Let me show you how I got here. You see, this is what I love about you guys. You push forward. Let me help you. You're reaching back. Let me bring you up to where I am now. This is where you guys are. You're reaching back. I'm trying to show you how I got to where I got to. So you guys are even past let me show you what I'm gonna do. You're doing it, and now you're reaching back trying to help people. I love you guys. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, nah, you good. Hey, nah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, sometimes when you get to that place in life, you have to be able to have a self-reflect moment, and then you have to go back and help people through the things that you've been through as well. You know what I'm saying? And so I definitely agree with you. Like self-reflection is everything. So if I'm gonna play a little bit of this other video that I ran across. I played a little bit of it before the live, but I'm gonna play a little bit after. So he was getting real deep. So I wanted to go ahead and bring this one back in. So here we go.
We get frustrated and angered and almost just discombobulated by that which we do not understand. You have to be willing to take the time in every moment, every situation in your life, and examine it for its meaning. You have to examine it for its purpose. You have to examine it to see, what is this supposed to teach me right now? In my practice, something that I constantly tell people that I'm either speaking to in lectures like this or even in my office is to stop being so reactive and become proactive. Don't wait to talk. Truly listen. Don't just see things, look at them. You know, when you hear something, you're perceiving it at the expense of all the white noise or the debris that surrounds it. When you look at something, you are deliberately ignoring things that otherwise could distract you. It takes effort to be successful, but the greatest effort is mastering how do you use your mind. As we evolve, and I'm not getting into some religious stuff, so there will be no offering, you don't have to panic, but we came from somewhere. We were received of a greater source and conceived when our parents decided to confirm that. But my belief is before we get here, we made a decision while we were coming. And we came to experience the contrast and the challenge that everyday life presents to us. See, your creator, which you are a co participant in that creation, is smarter than you think. As a matter of fact, you can figure out exactly what everything means in your life by asking one question, one word, why? And it's okay. Even in dating, ladies, it's good to look at a guy and say, well, why are you here? What is it that you are supposed to teach me? And not thinking, he will probably tell you the truth. The same thing is true about the things that you're trying to court in your day to day life, in your career. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is motivating me to do this? Why do I feel the way that I feel about what I'm doing? And you do not have to wait for an answer. You can get an answer if you shut everything down, get in a quiet space, and simply meditate. And I don't mean lotus position going, What I do mean is taking the time to be quiet, to be still, to allow your circumstances to speak to you in such a way that it resonates at the core. You remember I said emotion. It's kind of like that Geiger counter when you're looking around for a metal object, and the further away you get, the further away the chirps get, but the closer you get, the closer those chirps get. And the way that you can parallel that to your spirit speaking to you is the better you feel about it, the more you should do it. And if it
Right. All right, y'all. So what y'all think about that joint?
All right, I want to touch base back on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to touch base back on the part where he said, don't be so quick to react and be more productive. Yeah, because every action doesn't need a reaction. You have to be able to operate out of a place of love um when you're approaching someone. So it won't come out in a negative way. It should always come out in a positive way. So, just taking the time to stop, pause, and think, and don't actually react right at that moment, you know. So I wanted to touch base on that part.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody else?
Like the emphasis on the why. And it's like how you and I were doing a training yesterday, right? Knowing your why in any situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be in business or anything like that. If you know what your purpose is, and like how Sonia said with reacting, sometimes you react different. You don't have
Hmm.
to say anything, it doesn't have to be negative, but knowing where you stand in life and what your goals are and how you're supposed to be of service, a lot of times you don't even have the energy to be negative back to a person who's probably giving negative energy to you. In a sense, you know how to then, like, okay, let me just remove myself from that situation so you don't react and dumb down to their level.
Yeah.
So I like with the why that he spoke about.
Yeah. You go ahead, Lynn. You want to go? Go ahead.
I'm good.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
and then also too, also too, my Desmond, with what you said too as well, and not being able to, just like you said, react in a negative way, but when you start doing more things productive and positivity and different things like that, meditation, you will see things start moving in a different direction, and you'll see that stuff starting to remove itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, excuse me. A lot of the times I feel like we get distracted, and the distractions can come from pretty much anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
takes you so far off your course that you sometimes don't even know why you're here. And it's really like one of those things that sometimes you have to, it's okay to ask questions, right? It's okay to ask people why are they in your life. I constantly ask people why are they in my life, because if we don't have anything that's going to be moving in a positive direction, we need to understand that, and we
Hmm.
need to be able to really communicate that part so we can move forward. It doesn't, we're not here to be attached to each other. We're here
Mm.
to be able to be love for each other. And you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like a lot of times I think attachment and love gets very confusing.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't look like attachment, then it doesn't look like love, because most people rather be attached than to be in love. And love is all, and it doesn't
Yes.
require this. this condition that comes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And your conditions block you not only from love with people, but it ultimately blocks you from love from the ultimate source from which it comes from. Because if you can't ultimately love the reflections that are in front of you through its faults, through its downs,
Mm,
through its alls,
mm.
then you
Mhm.
actually have a problem with the Most High's love as well.
Mm.
Say it
Preach.
one more time for the people in the back.
I can't say that again because I was being used at that moment, so I don't even know what I was
Hey.
saying, right?
Mm,
So, like on some real stuff, um we can't have these self things that we look at others and have this judgment about what it is that they're doing and what they're not doing for us in our lives, but then we don't do those things in return for ourselves. If you look inside of yourself and you continue to keep on digging inside of you, you're going to find all those answers. So anybody, Raheem, man, you are back, man. But I look, did you miss the last video?
The devil is over here trying to win, but that's all
you
right.
can't win against Raheem.
You can't do it. No, you can't. He cannot win against. Yes. But apparently, what I'm understanding is that the last video was about love. Is it about self love?
It was more so about he was saying like matter of fact, y'all mind playing it again? Y'all want I'm gonna play this from the
Go
beginning.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll play this from the beginning. That way people who did miss it, let's do this.
Even easy when you're a professional. So can we give these guys a hand? Thank you. I'm here to talk to you about two things that you would think just do not go together. Those two things are emotional intelligence and the laws of attraction. I was talking to Dr. Thomas the other day when I came for the rehearsal, and he said, "Well, Doc, emotional intelligence, isn't that being aware and having clarity about your feelings and the feelings of other people when you're in the midst of a set of circumstances or a situation with them?" And I said, "Yeah, that is definitely a definition for that and a very accurate definition for that. But the truth about emotional intelligence goes far beyond having just clarity about people. It's clarity about situations, circumstances. Why are you there? When you stop and think about, I'm in this situation, I'm in the midst of something. Now, what is that something? And more than likely, that something is a set of circumstances or a dilemma you may have encountered that you attracted into your life. And that's where the laws of attraction come to meet emotional intelligence. Like attracts like. These things that you expect come to you. What we believe is that if we say some affirmations, if we take a moment and visualize something, do a vision board or something of that nature, that's what's going to happen, but not true. As a matter of fact, if I say right now, do not think of a chimpanzee wearing a red tie and a blue and white pinstripe suit, whatever you do not picture this chimpanzee wearing this red bow tie and this blue pinstripe suit. What do you keep thinking of? The very thing that I told you don't think about, because that is where you are putting your emotion, that energy plus motion. And the more emotion you pour into anything, the more of that thing you receive. In other words, you can say one thing and do another. And as we well know, many of us typically say all the right things, but do we do them? If you don't believe me, go to somebody's house and look at all the dusty workout equipment. Look at all the diets that they tried. Go to a gym and look at the people that signed up that are no longer coming, because what we have done is we've taken the laws of attraction and misapplied them. We don't take serious the things that we feel we deserve enough in order for them to manifest into our lives. And how do you stop that? Real simple. Monitor what you feel. What you constantly think about, that is exactly what you get.
So I started that video from the beginning. We were talking about something else, but we can get on this. So Raheem, if you want to go ahead and chime in on that, you like that one?
I do like that one. There's a lot to unpack for me in that. What you think about is definitely what you get. I mean, what a man think in his heart, so is he. It all starts as a thought. Thought becomes words, words then become manifested actions, actions produce results. You have to consider, just like you said, your emotional intelligence about it. It's not just desiring something, but understanding. I think what he's saying, the energetic field behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like what he said, and that actually, I like the way he broke it down. I have to process that because I've never heard it that way
It actually
before.
makes you think about what even if you were thinking, right? So sometimes we think we're
Mhm.
thinking and we're not thinking because
Right.
we'll just keep moving into the motion and be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. 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 And tomorrow will be 10 years. And you'll look up and never have like and I think that's what he's talking about with the like self-intelligence thing, where
Yeah.
it's like, you gotta actually unpack yourself. You got to
Yes.
unpack yourself before you start being able to have these outside packings on everybody else and what it is that they got going on. You really gotta. It's nothing wrong with trying to be able to help people, but we have to understand that um we think more people need help than they actually need. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Most of the time, we just need to be able to sit back and actually listen to ourselves and think about what it is that we're doing in that particular time, and we have the answers.
We do. I think it's projection. I think we are projecting the fact that we know we need help, but don't know how to help ourselves.
Yes.
Or are afraid to help ourselves. And it kind of goes back to the point that I was trying to make earlier about the two bears. You can have two bears both caught in a bear trap, and one bear will lay there and suffer, chew his foot off for freedom. And so
Yeah.
which bears, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're both in suffering, but one is willing to make a sacrifice, making a choice right now about what I need to do for freedom, while the other one is just, he's waiting to be free. Now, obviously, biting your foot off is a choice. You can make the
Yeah.
same choice. Um, but not a lot of us are brave enough to make the sacrifices that are necessary, and we'll just sit there and bleed out and wait for somebody to come and rescue us. And so therein lies, I think, the projection, because we're waiting for somebody to rescue us. I think, we perceive everybody else are in need of a savior as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to run to save the world, and in hopes that somebody's going to save me, when in essence you are the savior. You are
Mm-hmm.
the one who needs to make that choice. And so then it goes back for me again to Bishop Jakes. You know, um, what are you thinking about yourself?
Yeah.
Do you think you're capable enough to save yourself, redeem yourself? I hate to hop on Christianity, but I believe in the world of Christendom. Like, we produce people who are just waiting for God to do something that we need to do
Yep.
ourselves.
That's it. That's
You
it.
know,
Yep. Go ahead.
working out your own soul salvation. Work out your own. The Spirit has already done the job that it's going to do. And if you don't make an effort to do your part, what more can it do? What
That
more
Man,
is
you
can it
so
know,
do?
true,
So we're waiting
Raheem.
on a
So
savior
true.
to come, but yeah,
now
so that's
so
my perspective.
now
And you
you
have to
so on
realize,
point.
yeah,
I got you, Sonny. You so on point with that, and I'm gonna bring you in, Sonny. So keep your thoughts. So we so on point with that. What happens is that, and I feel you, the church doctrination has you waiting for a savior. And what happens is that the savior is already here. You're
Mhm.
waiting on God. God is here in the physical form. You is
It's,
within. It told you that. God is
it's
always
you.
God is here. You can't wait for something to come back that's already here. Go ahead, Sonny. It's on you.
Nah, and it was just a little word, too, and piggybacking off of what Raheem said. At the end of the day, it starts and ends with you, with self, always.
Yeah. That's Go
Absolutely.
ahead. Yeah. Anybody else want
Absolutely.
to chime in? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that that was on point with you guys. I just remember all the time, greater is he that's in me. I got to check to see who this greater being is. Is this thing in me a pessimist? If so, I've got to change that, because no amount of encouragement is going to fix me if I don't fix that person inside first. You know, I got to fix him inside first.
Yeah.
I
No
want to
doubt.
say something. Darmel, you were saying something about people don't need help, but a lot of people don't know. People need tools. Like a lot of people don't have the emotional intelligence. You know,
Absolutely.
it's a lack of knowledge, and
Yep.
you do got to move with love.
Hmm.
Yep. You're
All the
100%
time.
right. And so you know, and people definitely need tools. You're 100% right. They need help getting guided to the tools that they need. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so like when I definitely when I say people don't need help too, I also mean from like they don't need help to be guided. They just need to be able to sit with their thoughts for a minute and think about what it is that they
Hmm.
want.
That part.
And it's really that simple. And if you that's what you want, then do it. No matter what happens, because it's going to be some stuff that's going to come with it that's going to be different, because you're finally doing what your purpose is. And so your purpose is going to come with something that's going to be different for you. And if you don't want any obstacles, you wouldn't have came on earth if you didn't want any obstacles.
Correct.
You wouldn't, your spirit wouldn't have said, "Hey, I want to come on earth." This would have been a place you would have said, "Nah, I'm not coming. I'm gonna just stay up here in the spirit world." You came on earth to face challenges, so do it. It's nothing to it. You know what I mean? And the one thing about it that always feared me was is I never wanted to be the type of person that. Can you guys hear me? You guys
Yeah,
can still hear me?
I
Okay,
Yeah,
can.
cool.
yeah.
All right, cool. I never wanted to be the type of person that um looked in the mirror when I was like 70, 80 years old and be like, man, I didn't do what it was that I wanted to do.
Mm.
That scared me. That's what makes me wake up in the morning and be like, I gotta do something. I gotta do what it is that I feel inside of me and not let anything else distract me. Right.
Mhm.
So with that being said, anybody else got something to be able to say after this?
Said it all.
Hey, well, with that being said, always it's always a good Sunday to be able to get up with y'all. It's always a great time to be able to get with y'all. Hey, look, anybody y'all want to say anything about y'all businesses? Anybody got something going on, or anybody want to put promote something that you guys got?
I do. You know, it's tax season. And I know a lot of people have a lot of businesses and everything, but yes, so I'm a senior tax consultant and I do specialize in tax business. Also, if you're looking for like grants or loans, please come see me. I can help you with that and I can help you and direct you to get business loans and grants.
Most definitely, most definitely. And anybody else?
Yes, and so I just want to say February 17th, we are actually having a Black Arizona first annual meet and greet. So this is more so like a networking event where they're going to have business professionals and different things of that sort, all different types of vendors from all walks of life. I'm actually getting honored for an award at Smooth Media, so I'm super excited about that. If you guys want to come down, it's actually, like I said, February the 17th from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. In Tempe.
No doubt, man. Congratulations, Sonny. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Anybody else got something going on?
I got a question. I was driving when well, of course I'm driving, but I wasn't able to look down into the video to see who it was that does the grants and the loans. Was that my
Sheree.
Jasmine? Sheree.
Sheree. We'll
Sheree.
shoot you
Okay.
Sheree info.
Say
Sheree,
again.
put your info in the chat. Get it to Raheem.
Okay, Raheem, I got you. I'm gonna put my info in the chat. We'll get that over to
Auntie
you.
Lynn also.
Okay, you too, Auntie Lynn.
Tell her your boy Jamel Reese sent you. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. That would be great.
For
Yeah,
sure.
because I'm working on some things right now myself. Of course, Jarmel and Sunny know what I'm talking about. So I've got some pretty good networking events that I'm pulling together that will also incorporate my travel business. So the details about that to come as I lay them out. But I would love to see you guys, be a part of that, travel with us, go to all of these exotic places, and even, bring your businesses along because it's, a whole networking uh, presentation that we're trying to present to our communities, because we some black folks out here doing some things,
Yes, sir.
No
you know.
doubt.
Yes.
Raheem, let
Hey,
me know when you're going on the next travel, so I can go, please and thank you.
Oh
All
yes,
right.
absolutely, absolutely.
Brian.
hey, man, you came in. Hey, can you guys hear me? You guys hear me good?
Mhm.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, cool. I can't hear myself. It's crazy. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh man, there we go. My man Brian just came in on the end of the show, man. Say Brian's a new member of the clique, man.
Hey,
Also,
What's up,
Brian,
Brian.
Hi,
Brian?
Brian.
Hi, what's going on?
hey, and also everybody, you know what, man? What we'll do is we'll get off together, get offline or something, and then maybe what I could do is I can get us all in a circle and we can all really like talk about this type of stuff, and we can do this
Hmm.
offline and pick a day, and we can start getting like some business mixes or some stuff together too, man. I know Brian definitely got a bunch of stuff going on that we could definitely all connect. So this is beautiful building this community, guys. I appreciate y'all. Every other Sunday, we are here on our community live. So we're gonna start being able to make this thing bigger. Hey, invite people in on the YouTube. We over on YouTube now. We got off Facebook. We doing more YouTube. So let's keep it going. Brian, do you want to say anything before you get off of here?
No, that's what I wanted to say hi to everybody. Like I said, if anyone needs financial education and to learn how to not lose money in the market and to set up
Mhm.
generational wealth, hit me up. He's got my name, number, got my email.
Absolutely.
I'm willing to share it when anyone needs it because the 99% I learned doesn't have this information and the 1% used it for centuries. So
I
Yes.
will
Please
be
send it to
reaching
me,
out to
please.
you,
Thank
Brian.
you.
I will be reaching out
Hey
to you.
Brian, can you put your info in the chat for him? Because I
for
want you to
sure.
get because I'm actually meeting up with Brian tomorrow too. So just put your info in the chat. We got a lot of business people here. So hey, you know what, guys? We get ready to get off live. Peace and blessings, blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reese, man. And y'all can stay on. We good.